Here we are at Melbourne Town Hall, loading the Gaia G100H. For this particular batch we're going to mix a fair amount of vegetable matter, as you can see going into the device at the moment, and a lot of off-cut bones and meat. We'll get a better look at that shortly. The machine will hold up to 50 kilos per batch, and that can be processed twice a day, hence it has a daily capacity of 100 kilos. We just move in a bit closer. You see the product loading up inside the barrel of the machine.
Note how coarse it is.
Very coarse, thick stalks. Here we have the bones. There's quite a mix of reasonably sized bones, as you can see. It's hard to shank. Sausages, obviously past their best buying, which will also go into
supermarket.
It'll be typical of the sausages will be typical of supermarket type offcuts, which are thrown off past their best buy date, as is commonly done in France at the Leclerc's. Chicken bones, obviously been deboned to make chicken thigh fillets.
Whole carcasses.
Whole chicken carcass. So we have a mix of chicken and lamb.
A bit of chicken fat.
The outer skin and fat also included. The leftover sausages we've discovered are still frozen. They will go in like that, that's no problem. They'll obviously thaw in the initial part of the processing and then be broken down and cooked once they've thawed. So we're getting a bit close to capacity here. Typically what we do now is we close the lid and give it a small amount of time to rotate, just to ensure that we have filled it adequately, but we obviously don't want to overfill it. Here you can see the lid closing. The lid does close very slowly. It's one of the safety features of the device. As you can see, it has to be controlled from over there. It is a dead man switch, so it will only operate while you're holding the switch. Again, part of the safety features of the equipment. Now, after the short period of loading it and letting the shredder run, you can actually see the wheels of the helical shredder. That's a patented design from Gaia, which does the job very well. So that gives us a little bit more room. We can load some more product. Now for this shot, we've just temporarily override the lid sensor. Typically, this would not rotate in this fashion with the lid closed. Part of the safety features. Just for the sake of this movie, we've temporarily override that feature so that you can see how effectively it moves and shreds at very low speed, which means it won't jam too easily. It's quite powerful and reducing the mass quite a bit already just by the action of the mechanical shredding. We've now loaded the last of the product we'll put in for this batch. You can see the level is just sitting above the helical shredder, which is about the right level. If you listen closely, you can hear the smaller bones being cracked as part of the process. Hence we shouldn't see too many large pieces left when the batch is finished, which we'll show you when we unload. And if you look closely, and we'll freeze frame some of this later to show, but there are small amounts of string and plastic which have been left in the product. We've deliberately left those in there, as we know in real life that it's not possible to remove every single thing. It won't affect the processing. It obviously won't break down, and we may see some components of it when we unload, but a small amount certainly won't do any harm. The machine is now loaded and ready to start. It's very simple. This is the main control panel on the front of the machine. As you can see, you have an emergency stop, a start, stop and discharge button, the switch we spoke about which opens the lid, power reset, etc. At the moment you can see the time is 0. It's set for a 9-hour cycle. It won't run 9 hours if the product is dry in time. You can see the current temperature, ambient temperature is 24, and the temperature inside the barrel is set to reach 170. Simple as pressing the start button, and away we go. Now what you'll notice is there's very little noise. The odd click of a electrical breaker coming in. You can just hear the fan running for the condenser around the back of the machine, and that's all the noise you get during operation. Extremely quiet device. And here you can see the machine's now been running for 15 minutes. In that period the internal temperature has risen to 93 degrees, so well on the way to the set point, and about this stage we can be on our way. And we will return tomorrow for the discharging. We'll be able to see just how long it did run and the ambient temperature in the chamber at the finish. Okay, here we are back at the town hall. It's the following day. The cycle has completed. It's now just after 8:30, so you can see the temperature in the vessel is still 60 degrees. It's very well insulated, so actually it keeps it remarkably warm. Not a great amount of light here, but as you can see the product's nice and dry. Just running between the hands there. As you recall, we had a lot of vegetable matter, uncooked sausages, all the chicken bones, carcasses and such. There's a piece of the string. In the video yesterday we said that you know, some of that foreign product will just be left over inside. So we'll close the lid now shortly, and we'll show you the discharge. Discharging is as simple as the loading and starting process. There's a safety gate here. As you see, the power's on at the moment, but the minute I open that safety gate, that triggers the power, so it's now safe to open up. There's a small inner door, insulated, as you can see, a gasket around it. Once we reclose that door, we can hit the power reset and we're ready to basically start discharging. As simple as pressing the discharge button, and out it comes. What's remarkable is the volume reduction we've achieved. As you recall, yesterday we had quite a bit of product inside, so we're basically we've had the 95% reduction that we expect.